Tim. I can hear you. Is that better now? We're ready.
For those of you guys joining us here on the live stream, turn23.com, you've been watching this live standoff playoff in Southwest Bakersfield right now. We have Laura Acevedo live at that scene. And Laura, we've been hearing the police call into that house, that sort of signature call. We have the house surrounded, come out. What do you know from what this call is, and what do you see from your vantage point?
Tim, exactly. Right now, the house is surrounded and the sirens have been going off every couple of minutes or so. And the officers, I'm not sure if you can hear them picking up on my mic, but they've been telling the person inside, please come outside, please put your hands up. We are not going anywhere. They've been telling him, we're not going anywhere. You need to come outside. And so far, they've had no luck. Now, what I have been hearing reports, we've been hearing neighbors tell me that this home that is surrounded right now has been a problem area, for a problem home, I'm sorry, for some time now. It is, they tell me that it is a group home that helps troubled teens. That's where they stay, that's where they live. This is all information that's coming to me from a neighbor, and they do believe the suspect inside is armed. We've been hearing reports that they somehow got a hold of a gun and opened fire. We don't know to who or we don't know where.
Yeah,
we hear those sirens that have been going off. They've been going off for quite some time now, Tim.
Yeah, I said we could definitely pick up what the officer on that mic is saying. We can also obviously hear what just happened in the background there. Noe, the photographer there, Laura, had the shot. Is that of the house? He had a tight shot of that house. Is that where police are focusing their attention?
Yeah, what's lit up right now is the shot of the house. I'm not sure if you can see that. Noe is trying to get us that shot.
Yeah, he's going in right now.
Like you said. But yeah, that is the home. The one that's lit up is the house that police have been talking to, or trying to talk to the person that is inside right now. And just to give you a little bit of an idea where exactly I'm at Mesa Oak Drive and Canyon Oak Lane.
Got it, Laura. And is there any indication of how this all started? Obviously, people started emailing us saying there's some kind of police activity going on. We were hearing this may have been a foot chase of some sort, but is there any indication of who they're looking for and what this individual may have done that prompted this response?
I don't know exactly who they are looking for, Tim, but what we have been hearing reports from multiple neighbors. I've heard 3 or 4 of the same story, that this was an individual who broke into a car and was able to grab a weapon that was left inside of that car, a gun. It's believed to have been a gun, and he headed into that home. He ran somewhere from the vehicle where he got that gun and ran into the home, but we do not know anything other than that. That's all we know right now. He's been in there for several hours now, and police just trying to get him to come outside.
Right, and obviously that's not confirmed. Those are from your sources out there, the neighbors who you've been talking to. We're actually monitoring the police scanner from our news desk here. We have the ability to make it go wireless, so we're locked into the same channel BPD is on, monitoring the situation as well. There hasn't been much chatter from what we've been hearing on the news desk here. But Laura, is there any sense of the neighbors out there? Is there any sort of concern from them? Obviously, this is a nice area of town, Hagen Oaks area, near the marketplace. This is certainly not something they deal with on a nightly basis, or any really area in Bakersfield for that matter. How are neighbors been responding to this?
Yeah, we are right across the street from the marketplace. So we're right across the street from Ming, just south of Ming. And neighbors tell me that it's unusual for something like this to be happening in this neighborhood. But they did note that the home where the police are surrounding right now has been a problem home, that they've had issues with that home, with people hanging around outside, making noise. And it's just been kind of the disruption from that home in the neighborhood. But other than that, they say it's unusual to have this type of police presence. But neighbors are out here, Tim. They are out here with, with their kids. They're trying to see what's going on. The good thing is, they are obeying all of the caution tape and all of the signs that are keeping them from getting closer to the actual scene.
Right, I think it is, obviously from where you guys are at, you have a clear shot of that house as we hear a siren right in the back of you there. Maybe a supposed tactic from the Bakersfield Police Department to get the attention of whoever is inside of that house. But Laura, is there any indication of any danger that you guys are facing? Because I know you're pretty close to that scene.
Well, Tim, to give you an idea of where I'm standing, there's another street in between me and the home.
Oh, I see.
So we are in a pretty safe location. We are just to the other side of the caution tape that police have set up.
Got it. So that house that's lit up right now, that is, do you think is that the house that they're looking at? Maybe it's just a wide shot. I can't get how far away that is from you.
Like I said, Tim, there's a street in between. There's like a cross street between the street we are on.
Right.
So it's Canyon Oak Lane, and the home that is lit up is the home. But I would say it's a good. I mean, it's pretty far from where we are right now.
Right, and obviously
we're as close as we can get. Where the caution tape is.
Our producers are working to contact Bakersfield Police and try to get anything confirmed that we can on this. Just because obviously the officers you're seeing there are focused on that house, and we hear again them on that loudspeaker talking to that individual inside that house. And Laura, maybe we can let you go off this live stream here for a second and maybe talk to one of those neighbors and try to get a feel for what happened in this area before we reached nightfall, because we were getting pictures and emails into our newsroom of some kind of police chase that was happening, police cars that were around the neighborhood. So if there's someone that you can talk to, feel free to step aside and talk to them, and we'll join you as soon as you need to.
All right, Tim, we'll do that, and I'll get you some more information as soon as I can.
Thank you, Laura. And we're going to hold this live shot up and stay with you guys here on the live stream. Again, recapping for people who are just joining us, this is a live standoff playing out right now near Hagen Oaks neighborhood, in that neighborhood near the marketplace. This is right off Ming Avenue and Old River Road, where Laura and Noe, our photographer, are set up on that shot there. This is Valley Forest Court and Mesa Oak Drive, right on the what appears to be the southwest corner of that intersection. As she said, a lot of people in that area obviously wondering what's going on. Some people telling Laura, again, unconfirmed by Bakersfield Police, but this could be a house that houses individuals who are perhaps down their luck, troubled individuals. That's a loose word to reference that, but this house may have been a focus in that neighborhood, may have been a point of concern, and of course tonight now a large presence by Bakersfield Police, as we can hear on the loudspeaker there, an officer asking someone to come out of that house. They have the house surrounded. We've heard that several times, along with a loud siren that appears that they've blared towards that house with the lights on in the dead center of your screen. So as we mentioned, we are going to try to get some information here. I'm going to take a break. We're going to leave this shot up as we hear more sirens in the background. Perhaps it sounds like medical sirens. Could be something unrelated. But again, this is a very active scene as you hear that officer once again telling the individual to come outside. Try to give you a pause here so we can hear what they're saying as our photographer zooms in again. To this scene, that you can see that bright spotlight on what appears to be a window, along with a squad car to the right of your screen. Okay, and we're going to take a quick break here while our photographer does some technical work here. We can lose the shot. Noe, take that down for a second. I will stay here with you and just let you guys know, recap what we have going on here. A SWAT standoff. It appears now a SWAT standoff in southwest Bakersfield. This happening just around, the initial calls started in the late evening, around 6 or 7 o'clock. We got information about a situation in this neighborhood. Again, I'm going to move my screen just a little bit closer here so I can talk to you. This is the Valley Forest Court Street. This is right off Ming Avenue and Old River Road. And that's where Bakersfield Police, we just saw there in that shot, have been focusing their attention, their spotlights, their loudspeaker on this home. As we mentioned from our post here on the 23 ABC News Desk, we actually have a locked in to the scanner here with Bakersfield Police, so we're listening here. And we also have access, of course, to social media. So people have been emailing in. In fact, the last email coming just a few hours ago on Facebook, the last link on Facebook that someone sent us, and it's, in fact, we got some emails too. I'm going to try to pull those up here in a second. Again, a situation that we don't really know how it started, but something that is obviously escalated into a SWAT standoff in some sorts, where people, here we go, this is pulling up for me, some information. Yeah, so this is this came down just at 9:03 p.m., just a moment ago, from Melissa Murphy, and she says this house, and giving us an address, we won't put it on the air, is registered to Summer Breeze Youth Home for Boys. Again, this is from a viewer sending us information on Facebook, and we're going to reference this, what exactly, if a Google search would show what this home is. Nothing immediately coming up in Bakersfield. Sometimes these organizations do not have information online for given reasons. If it's a foster youth home or some kind of avenue where kids are protected, there's not a lot of information online about it. Doesn't mean it won't. Actually, there's information here on Indeed. There's a resume from an individual who listed that as a workplace. Anyway, so this is a viewer, again, who just sending us information. This was what Laura was hearing on that scene from a neighbor talking about this being potentially some kind of youth home or some kind of place that's servicing what she described as, and that neighbor described as, troubled youth. Again, this is not confirmed by police. We haven't been able to speak to them yet. This is just from people on this scene and living in that area. But certainly that could explain why someone who may be holed up in this home and is concerned and is not in a great sense to talk to police, it could explain why this is what is happening. Again, this all starting just after between 6:30 and 7 this evening in this area. We got reports about a possible foot chase. We haven't been able to confirm that with police. Police haven't released any official information to us about what this scene is. Just hearing from my crew on the scene there, they're working to get us back online. They had to switch out a battery, so if you're wondering why we're here on this shot just in studio, that is why.